is a mod that lets us throw potions and poisons and such. Or it just lets us throw potions. And some potions can have poison effects. So, it'd be interesting to see how that works. There's not a ton of damaging poisons. I mean, you can make... there are poison. There's a poison effect, like a damage health effect, I believe. Maybe. Or it might just be poison, which would make things difficult for the undead. Because there are no weakness effects in poisons. Or in potions. There's damage health on items that aren't sold by vendors, I believe. We can get Nurthfly stalks from Galsa and Drano. Can be damage health. But I think that's the only purchasable ingredient. To my knowledge. So let's figure it out. The potion thrower. I require only our strongest Throw-tions.
Moon and Star, I have prepared a place for you.
Thank you, Commander Oddball. Throw-tion. I think a Wood Elf would be the best option, because I believe this mod uses your Marksman to calculate accuracy and stuff. But while the alchemists get their vials, they conjure them. Which one looks the most like potion seller? Well, would we have to be potion seller or the adventurer that's buying them? You can't handle my potions, adventurer. I feel like this one works. Yes. And Argonian is a good option. Yeah, but that's boring. Yeah, that works. Actually, I sneezed. Do this goofy hair. Yes, throwing potions. Yeah. Obviously, marksman, acrobatics, athletics. Shame there's no gnomes in the Elder Scrolls. Oh yeah, there aren't. Huh. I guess maybe the Reeklings are the closest you could think of. Should we actually take alchemy, or should we have it as a miscellaneous skill? Since we can get 100 alchemy like immediately. As a major. Take sneak. Security, I guess. Hand to hand? Well, no, we're not gonna. We're only potions. We're not gonna punch. We're not gonna blemish our fists. They're a potion thrower. What's the attack distance for potions? I have no idea. I don't. Well, I mean, it's a ranged weapon, but I don't know how the arc works. I never really tried out this mod. I think strength and agility would be good, are good choices. Although I think, well, maybe not strength, because, well, yeah, actually strength, because we're gonna need to carry our potions. Feel you need to make your own potions? Well, yeah. I don't know if you could buy poisons. At least not in the way you could buy potions. You can buy damage health. You could buy damage health potions. That's good to know. Where can we get that? Do you wanna... Maybe just take the lover. Maybe the thief. Maybe the warrior. I do feel like we should make most of our potions, though. Drop an old Ebonheart. Oh, no, we're not going to Tamriel Rebuilt. We're staying vanilla. Healing magic is off the table. Well, I mean, we have potions. We could throw them and drink them. We could also throw booze. We could throw booze and mages. So they run out of magicka. Just chuck Sujamma at people. So make them, like, really strong, but really stupid. We'll do the lover. Start with 85 agility. Yeah, it's fine. Does potion weight affect damage? I don't believe so. I think the only damage comes from the effect. I don't think actually hitting them with the glass does damage. Unfortunately. So... how do we... default action when you use a prompt, drink, equip. Hold toggle weapon to equip it instead. So we hold F. Okay, so now we have our Mazte equipped. How do I throw it? So I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do the main quest necessarily. If anything, this is more of like a I feel like test the grounds sort of a run right now. You know, some of the streams I'll use the streams to test stuff. And then if I decide to make a video on it, I'll do my own thing. No in-game sound. Awesome, I love it. What are you talking about? The sound right here. So, here, hold on. Gonna put on a headphone. Oh, is that what it's pronounced Mazda? A lot of people don't realize it's M-A-Z-T-A. What's this music? It's RuneScape music. Alright, so how do we throw? Enable Lua physics for thrown potions? Oh, I don't have that mod. Maybe I should have had that mod. Governing skill? Oh, you could have alchemy be the governing skill. Alright, so how do I throw the potion? No, I took my shirt off. Oh. Hold the toggle weapon key for a moment to enter throwing stance. Oh, there we go. Imagine reading mod pages. Is that going to stay on this? Okay, it's gone. So now... I think I might be missing a texture. Is there a mod that lets ingredients regrow over time? I believe that's just how the game works, but it takes like a month. Weird how we can't craft scrolls in Elder Scrolls games. You can. It's just not worth it in Morrowind. No potion break sound. Oh, yeah. That might be a mod. There might have been... Hold on. Sound. Play hit and miss sound effects on thrown potions. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe reset the sound set. Well, I think that's just if you hit an enemy, it'll make like a whoosh or a poof sound. No, an actual crack splash. So, Deacon, you said there was a damage health poison you could buy? Perhaps in Balmora? Where did you say it was? Tar Heel, the creator. The fancy shop. The fancy shop. I have no money.
Where would you like to go?
Oh, now Karya's shop? Why would she sell poisons? That's interesting.
What's this about? I suppose. What's this about?
Make it quick, Outlander. Where would you like to go?
Have I seen your saving Tar Heel skit by chance? I don't believe so. I should save him in a video. And then kill him for his scroll. What happens if you have Soulfall on target? He wouldn't die.
Outlander, I haven't much time.
You like to walk a fine line, don't you?
Then when you talk to him, he'll be like, I don't want to talk about it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, with Tamara rebuilt, there's an extra. There's quests that expand upon his experiments.
Yes, friend.
See if you can make slow fall potions and chuck one at him. Well, he's already dead, so. You don't want the Olympic? I know. I could sell it.
Yes.
You meet Tar Heel's descendant in the Skyrim Dragonborn DLC. Does he also drop out of the sky?
You've been wounded.
I can't remember. It's always so weird playing as a Bosmer, because when you walk up to Galbadir, it's like, oh, wow, why is she so tall? Just, oh, no, it's because I'm tiny.
Are you here about?
Is Bosmer society matriarchal? I don't know. The Bosmer strike me as very egalitarian. You know? Yeah, everybody's made out of meat. They're all queens and short kings. Yeah, there you go.
I suppose it is my duty to help those less fortunate than myself.
Hello, yes. That face. What if instead of calling it Morrowind, it was called Morrogoon, and instead of becoming the Nerevarine and killing Amalexia, you try to fix your marriage? Would that be gooning? I don't think that'd be gooning. That's... You know. Hold on, the races have different heights? Of course. Why wouldn't they? Let's sell these to her first. Actually. She does have potions of silence. That is true. But I wonder. We can find a damage if there's like an effect that has damage intelligence. We wouldn't even need silence. There's drain intelligence that we have on Mazte in Sujama. Wait, where's... Did I not sell the... Oh, I did. Wow. I'm okay.
An honor, to be sure.
Can you recall an enemy? I don't think so. But that would be funny. Yeah, we should definitely try chucking a potion of recall at someone. They're also just good potions to have. They're very heavy, though. I'm now realizing. I don't need as many marks as I need. I don't need... I need a few marks, but I don't need as many recalls. The burden potions could be interesting. Luminous Rusula and Violet Copperness makes poison and drain fatigue. Yeah. The thing is, we need damage health in some way. Some way to kill the undead. You know, if I wanted to do a regular run, right? How would I deal with the Ghost of Sulcenipal and get the bow, the Bonebiter Bow of Sulcenipal? Use a scroll of Icarian flight, mark in midair, and then recall people into the middle of the air. I wonder what that would do. I don't think the undead are immune to poison. They have 100% resistance to it, I believe. So if you use a weakness to poison, you can hurt them with it. But we don't have that option.
Yes, Outlander?
With only potions. Oh, it tells you the mischance of the potion. Oh, it doesn't do anything. Man. Hit somebody with a potion of levitate. Might slow them down. Yeah, intervention and recall don't work on people. Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, I figured because you couldn't make...
Anytime now.
I don't think you can make them on cast in the Spellmaker. So I just assumed the reason why you couldn't use it was because it wasn't available as an option. But it's not even programmed into the game. Which I guess makes sense.
Move Sarah.
I know we don't really have to do these duties, but I feel like a run isn't really a run until we steal these soul gems. There's a roguelike called Barony where you could actually do a build like this. I've heard about that game. Also, I saw somebody's building a procedurally generated Morrowind dungeon mod. So I wonder how that's going to come out.
From where do you hail?
You have my
friend?
attention.
This is a weird playlist of RuneScape songs. It's like weird choices.
Friend.
Is it going to be like Daggerfall where you get lost and starve to death in real life? Yeah. No, I don't know. It'll be an interesting mod. Oh, did I? I sold one of the flowers to... Damn it all. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna sell her all my ingredients except for the mushrooms just to clear out my inventory. Clean things up. Oh, I sold the calcinator. I shouldn't have done that. Even though they're super heavy for some reason. Drain intelligence on Allied Hide.
Are you wounded? You should find a healer.
Only one ingredient in the base game does damage health, and it's a really rare one.
Way too many questions.
Well, there's Nurthfly stalks, which you could buy in Mournhold. But I think that's it. Like that you could purchase. Also meadow rye, noble sedge flowers, and scrib cabbage, but those are all just in the world. But you could use poison for everything except for the undead, where you use those deer ingredients. It's like this drain fatigue and poison. Can we buy luminous Rusula from anywhere? Aniselith, sell Paragon, who sells Violet Copernus. Aniselith sells Violet Copernus and luminous Rusula. Same with Yolda in Telmora. Aaron's Theory in Caldera. That's our guy.
Watch your step.
Good day.
Or not
Let's do
Aaron.
business.
Um, Do you have any interesting potions? Levitate. He has one. Now, does Burden actually work against enemies? Or is it weird because they don't actually have carry capacity? Burden works, but drain damage strength is usually better. Yeah. Yeah, that's my experience. I don't know if anything has damage strength as an effect, though. There's drain strength. Wickwheat has damage intelligence. It's the only ingredient that has a damage attribute effect. But drain is more abundant. Drain strength, we have black lichen, bungler's bane, ectoplasm, green lichen, heartwood, raw glass, salt rice, scathe craw, and spore pod. There are no new ingredients in Tamara Rebuilt for interesting stuff. We're not doing Tamara Rebuilt right now. We're just base game. Caucasian Quaspus. Celian Plebo. Spore pod. This guy has spore pods. What are the maps behind me? They are disc plates. This is of This is of Vardenfell. That's Tamriel as a whole, and that's not a map. That's a guy. Oops, what did I just do? What did I just do? Oh, because
Warmly greeted, friend. Welcome.
Stupid game. One of the spore pods was stolen. That's so dumb. I hate how Morrowind treats stolen stuff. It's so weird. How do you know this one spore pod I stole from you was yours?
I'm listening.
Good day. Let's do business.
Ancient Dagoth brandy has intellect damage. That's a very limited ingredient, or potion, I believe. Oh, I didn't get the calcinator back. Oh well. Creeper cells, Dagoth brandy. Spore pod ownership is stored in the blockchain. Oh, we talked about this. Everything is stored in the balls. We said this yesterday. Except P, right. Yeah, we'll get our alchemy up to max, but we won't get the benefit of getting the intelligence boots. The intelligence boots. There, we got 100 alchemy now. This game is so easy. The drawback is intelligence does affect how strong your potions are, so we're losing out on that. But now we have the strongest potions. Not the strongest, but pretty strong. Yeah, you can have those. We're still over encumbered, damn it. Yeah, you can have that too. God, son of a...
Warm day to you.
I never interact with that guy. I never interact with him. He sucks.
Can you ask your question quickly? I must be going.
Speak freely, friend.
Okay. Do I have something graphical on, or NPC is just clear because it's a stream and not a video? Well, I guess whatever's in the vanilla, iHeart vanilla stuff, there might be some texture upscalers that I can't remember. Corpus meat has drain fatigue, health, and magicka. But alas, they must be combined with other stuff. Well, drain health. Drain health isn't bad. If you can get a drain health potion that's stronger. I wonder if it would stack. If you could throw like 10 drain health potions at someone, if all of the drains would stack. That's something we could test. Like if one drain health potion, it's like 5 points for 90 seconds or something. If you throw 20 of them at them, will that be 100 points? Or will it just extend the dot? Or will it just overlap the dot? Ugh. But why did I do that? That hurt. I hurt my widow head. Okay, so note to self. Don't sell this guy anything. Can I afford this? What if I sold him the mortar and pestle? Do the same mistake. Save. Alright. Save. Just 300,000 coins. He could just have these. I don't need them. It's faster to sell your potions than it is to drop them. Scathecraw, gold cannon, scrap metal, Scathecraw. I wonder if you do Scathecraw, salt rice, and like coat of flowers or something.
You have my attention.
Okay, he's got spore pods. Hmm.
The finest potions and elixirs
Oh,
in town are
Outlander,
right here.
did you want something?
Ectoplasm and Scathecraw, you get drain health and strength. Ooh.
Yes.
So who has both of those? Might have Scathecraw. Green Lichen. Ectoplasm. I think ectoplasm is kind of expensive, though. Did Scathecraw... Corpus Weepings? No, it's not. It doesn't have... Scathecraw, ectoplasm, and green lichen. Where can we get Scathecraw? Where can we scathe someone's craw? Who upscathing their craw? Scathecraw. Ectoplasm. Laura Omain has ectoplasm. Galuro Belvin in the Telvanni Canton has restocking Scathecraw and Ectoplasm. Let's go visit a friend and buy his Ectoplasm.
Can you ask your question quickly? I must be going.
I'm listening.
I wonder what she has here. It's another alchemist I never interact with.
You want something?
Trying to reduce some weight. Glub Shido tier merchant. How many levels did we get? We got 6 levels. I'm not super bothered by not getting optimal experience.
What do you want?
Damn it. Got him. Eek. Oh, it doesn't. His health bar doesn't show up. That's a little janky. Got him. Our first victim. I'm gonna loot him. Corvus meat would probably be used in spam cookies. Can't remember who was the guy that was making the spam cookies. I don't remember who it was. And should we feel bad that we keep harassing him? Whoever he was. Why is that the size of a vase? Or a vase? I don't know. Yeah, whatever, take him.
Oh,
I probably should have worn that.
did you
Yeah, oh well.
I can tell.
Where am I going? You guys haven't lived until you've had a snickle? So where you take a pickle, hollow it out, and slip a Snickers inside it? And then microwave it for 10 seconds? Isn't that how Elvis died? He made one, then the CIA shot him. I thought he died on the toilet. That's what they want you to think. I'm wearing the right clothes for it. He's in a nursing home with K. Oh, JFK. No, I think JFK's dead. But he's still in the nursing home. Oh no, this is the arena.
We're watching you.
It was like Looper but reverse. It was shot by a time-traveling alternate future JFK. Ectoplasm, Scathe, Craw, Violet Copernus, and Luminous Rusula in one potion. Ooh. Drain fatigue, drain health, drain strength, and poison. It would be quite potent. Potent seller. I'm just curious if how the drain health effect would work. If it stacks,
We're watching.
like, you know how you could drink a lot of restore health potions? I don't know, like if you drink 10 5-point restore health potions, it'll restore 50 points per second.
Whatever you're looking for, I'm
Oh,
sure
Garaselith.
I
That's
know
probably
how to
Anaselith's sister. They're both alchemists. So I wonder if... I wonder how it'll work. If it'll stack, or if it'll overlap. Or if it'll overwrite. Does Reflect affect Throne? I don't know.
Say what you want or go.
I know Reflect affects enchanted effects.
Talk too much, Outlander.
What was the name of the... What was the name of the bird? Gul's Larva? No. Galurobellon? The southern quarter. Or the southern portion. This is the southern portion.
Whatever you're looking for,
Maybe they're
I'm sure I
downstairs.
don't know how to find it.
Nope. How much money do you have? Not a lot. What potions do you have?
Keep moving.
Ah. Another potion seller. There she is. Alright, Stoneflower. Green Lichen. Ectoplasm. It does not restock.
No,
Wait,
I
what
don't
was it
think
she
so.
had that we were looking for? The ectoplasm and the scathe craw. That's what it was, not the lichen. There we go. Okay, so it's got 10 and 10. Not the cheapest in the world, but cheap enough. Wait, they don't have any other overlapping of cure poison, resist, restore willpower, and for this. Okay, it would suck if it's like these two ingredients cause poison, but they also cure poison. Quite the vile concoction. Oh, I need 50 more Scathecraw. Alright, so we put these together, and they make... Drain health 15 for 42. And drain strength 56 for 164. So the question is... Oh, whoops. Will it stack? Will it blend? That is the question. Why am I doing this one at a time? Oh, yeah, it's sunk cost. My hotbars. We must test.
Your pain is nearing an end.
She's not a good test subject.
We're watching.
I'm almost all, I'm already almost I'm almost already dead. So probably not the best choice. No, drink it. That's annoying. With the mod having to drink potions. It'd be nice if you could set a stack to be like just permanently make it a weapon, so every time you do that, it always equips by default. Because I'm never gonna want to drink these. Save them to make the super potion. Yeah. We could throw 2 different things. Like a potion sling. Yeah. Yeah, if there's like a... Well, what if instead... Okay, so we make a potion sling, right? And instead of the potion, we just use the glass. Like the glass shards. And maybe we could put it on the end of a stick. So it has more of like a... Like it can travel a bit more straight. And then put feathers on the end to keep it from like tumbling. That'd be kind of cool. Can we freaking equip the potion? Why is it not equipping the potion? Hello? Did I break it by putting it on the hotbar? I think I broke the mod. This is more jank than potion crafting. Yeah, a little bit. Well, it's a new mod, to be fair. Let me restart. OpenMW Lewis scripting needs a lot of work. I do wonder how much of it is the Lewis scripting and how much of it is just the mod makers not... I don't want to say not being good enough, but just, you know, not, like, I don't know, making decisions that could be different. Okay, so I think the mod's broken. Because I put it on a hot bar. The size of the stack the issue? No. It's not working with the other things. Wasn't there a stance thing? That's what I'm doing. I'm holding F, and it's not pulling out the potion. Let me turn off the turn off the hotline bling. Nice shortcuts, thanks. Fuck. Man. Wait a minute, I just disabled... Enables or disables throwable potions. I just disabled it. Why is it still asking me? Prompt, drink, equip. This is annoying. Let me disable the potion throwing. I don't know why the default character is always Gandalf. Every time I try to load a new... lately, every time I load a character, it always defaults on Gandalf. And I don't know why, because there's a bunch of other characters, like, it's not alphabetical, it just picks this one. It's not the highest level. It's weird. Smug MWSE noises. How long does it take you to save? How long does it take to save in MWSE? 3 seconds? Oh, really? Hmm. You know how long it takes to save and open MW? Wow, look at that. So fast. That's like that's like one of the primary things. There we go. Oh, we can kill things with drain health. Ooh. What determines the hit chance of potions? Marksman. There we go. Seen any Alfs lately? I have not. It seems kind of funny, but it seems slightly terrible. Yeah, it's a little janky. I believe it was a modathon, a May modathon mod. So, like these mods are usually, I don't want to say they're slapdash, but they're, because that's mean. They're not. They're put together quickly. So there's probably not like a lot of. They're unpolished, a lot of them. I think given a little more time, this mod could feel a bit better. Oops. Nice. I should have placed a mark at what's their face. The strength drain doesn't seem to be doing anything, though. The A tier of the potion had a breaking sound. There might be a supplemental mod to add that I didn't realize was a thing. Oh no, he seems to be stuck. Yeah, okay, it is working. Yeah, I don't know why it's not playing the sound. There is an option to play the hit and miss sound effects when thing is thrown. Yeah. Play hit and miss sound effects for thrown potions. But it's not. There also, you can alter these settings of the speed and stuff. You can also, I think it works with the physics engine, which I don't have installed. Could cheese it and make it scale with alchemy instead. Our accuracy is based on our alchemy level. Be cool if there was a splash effect. Also, there seems to be a missing texture. I don't know what that's about. I did download this mod a little while ago, so maybe there was an update that I missed. Let's see, Morrowind, potion throwing. It was last updated on June 11th. No, this is my first time creating a Morrowind mod, so please bear with me if you run into any issues. Oh, so this is this person's first mod. So. Integrates with physics. Oh, you can drink it while it's equipped? That's interesting. Huh. Now, let me re-download. Let me re-download it, because I think it was updated. Maybe there's... Yeah, I wonder why I don't have the texture for the splash. Because it's supposed to be... It's not supposed to be purple. It's usually a sign that there's a missing texture. Not usually, that is a sign there's a missing texture. Maybe it's in... Maybe the textures are in a different... Maybe they're in like OOAB. Do I not have that active? I think I do. Let me see. Yeah, I do. I also have TR data enabled. Interesting. Potion Thrower. Yeah, I installed Potion Thrower on the 8th, but it was last updated on the 11th. I should really just buy WinRare. Is it WinRare or WinRAR? Never gotten an answer about that. I should just buy it. They deserve it. And, like, it's annoying. That pop-up is annoying. Why don't I just use 7-zip? Is that really one of those things? It's one of those things where everybody's got... It's like this whole Linux versus Windows thing. I just use what it uses. No. I wonder what the issue is. Maybe it has to be... Maybe it needs to be lower in the load order? It has to be below. That might be it. Put it near the bottom. See if that helps. Should pretend the purple juice is the poison. I mean, it works. Poison being purple. But I feel in Tamriel, poison should be green. Not purple. If it's going to have any color, it should be green. Damn it. It's the purple stuff from the Sunny D commercials. Yeah, but do you really think there's anything more poisonous than Sunny D? Mickey D. Oh. It's been right in front of our face this whole time. Does Sunny D still exist? Yeah. Sunny D made a hard seltzer. It might not be bad. American Fanta. You know we have Fanta. Also, Sunny D's not carbonated. I like the oh, that was weird. I like the little mini game of like arcing it correctly. Oh, I wonder if the physics mod makes it so you have to arc your arrows more. Even though I think in real life arrows, you don't have to be that. You don't have to arc them as much as you do in video games. The drop off on arrows isn't as extreme. Look, we could actually attack fish with our marksmanship. Unlike in the base game, where your arrows literally won't work in the water. European Fanta uses real juice. Yeah, but Fanta's soda. Unless European Fanta isn't soda. And also, let's not pretend juice is any better for you than soda. Like, oh, it's got real juice in it. Oh, great. It's still sugar. It's still just sugar in water. It's the same as soda. It just comes from a fruit. You're never gonna guess where sugar comes from. Not all juices have sugar. Yeah, they do. That's what makes it a juice. Sugar comes from canes. Yeah, and we need to stop taking the canes from old people who need them. What makes a juice is being fruit juice. What? I mean, I guess you could juice a kale and it won't be full of as much sugar, but do you think anybody's gonna want to drink that? It's great. I feel better already. They drink kale smoothies. Well, that's different because a smoothie is usually like some sort of, the base is usually something potable, and then they add stuff to it. If you squeeze the juice from an apple, it's apple juice. Don't need to add any sugar. Yeah, but the juice from the apple is still, you're getting all the sugar from the apple, but none of the fiber. Like that's you know, that's the important thing, is the fiber. You need the fiber. You juice an apple, you're losing all that good fiber. You tell people not to eat apples because they have sugar in them? Well, no, because you get the fiber with it. There's more to an apple than just the sugar. But when you juice it, you're basically just getting the sugar. It's the same with like corn syrup. Corn syrup is basically juiced corn. Just it's been some of the moisture has been removed. Is the flickering just me, or is it the stream? I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I think it's absurd when people say, like, you know, it's like, oh, you know, strawberries are just as bad as a Snickers bar. Like, that's obviously stupid, right? But juice is just sugar and water. Like, oh, maybe there's some vitamin C in it, but who's struggling to get vitamin C? Put it this, I'd rather eat candy than drink juice. At least that's more enjoyable, and it's the same thing. It's just a bunch of sugar. Did you just hit the friggin' thing? Thank you. Eat candy, drink fiber. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you put some psyllium husks in your drinks. Of course, I'm not a dietitian. You know, I'm a little fatty, but I'm a little fatty, but like I don't think it's like, oh, instead of soda, drink juice. Like I don't drink either. You'd probably be better off. Like if you're really caring about health, like just don't drink your calories. Well, health and diet is such a difficult thing to talk about because people treat it like a religion. It's crazy. Why are they not dying? There we go. JBN is fatty. Yeah. I'd like to not be. But I'm lazy. I did lose a lot of weight after high school, and then I lost even more when I got depressed, and that was a problem. And then I gained a bunch of it back when I became not depressed anymore. And then I gained even more weight when COVID happened. But I'm still lighter than I was in high school. So, is it overall net positive? Or negative? I have to do a dietitian course in my culinary studies, and I won't give dietary advice. Yeah, I wouldn't... nothing I'm not giving advice. I'm just stating my opinion. Like, if your choice is apple juice or soda, just eat an apple. That's what I would say, but, you know, you do you. Add alcohol to the juice, make it a party. Yeah. See, alcohol is good for you because the yeast pre-digests the sugar, so you don't have to... You don't get the sugar. Does the potion hit corpses? What the hell is a kilogram? Some sort of European magic unit. They're just like, oh, it measures weight even though it's a mass, and they keep using it for weight. It's ridiculous. Silly Europeans. It weighs mass? That's ridiculous. It could be worse. They could use a Henway. How long does the drain strength last? 2 minutes. I feel like this would go well with a mod that has health bars above the enemy heads. So I can actually have some information about what's happening. The 2-pound coin actually weighs 12 grams. Yeah, but the UK isn't European anymore because they decided it wasn't. I'll bite. What's a Henway? Yeah, about 5 pounds. It's been too long. This mod lacks good sound effects. Yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to have sound effects. I don't know where they are. I don't know who took my sound effects. I'll die on the hill that cooking and baking needs to be done in metric. Apart from that, I couldn't care less about the argument between the systems. Why does it have to be metric? Is it just because grams are smaller? They're more granular? Because if that's the case, there's no reason why you couldn't have a more granular ounce. Isn't there a more granular ounce? Isn't it like a dram or something like that? Or a grain? There should be a unit that's 1/16 of an ounce, so you can have a 16th and a 16th. So you can just keep having. Half, 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 half. Cups and teaspoons vary too much between kitchens. Well, that's why that's why you just go by weight. You don't go by volume. It's not like metric doesn't have weight. I mean, it doesn't have volume. You know, you wouldn't use liters in baking. Baking needs specific percentages. Yeah, you could still do that with Imperial. Emperor, God and Justice. Is that what he says? I need a liter of flour, please. Yeah, isn't that weird? I feel like 4 cups of flour seems normal, but a liter of flour feels weird. I'd love to see you play Caves of Cud. Speaking of drams. Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know if I would enjoy it. I make coffee by mass in grams like a true psychopath. But how do you measure the mass? Do you use a scale, which is actually measuring weight and then converting it to mass? Or do you use like a pan balance with a known weight? 8 ounces of flour and 1 cup of flour is different. Yeah. Well, that's why it's not an imperial metric thing. It's a weight volume thing. Mass is energy, therefore we should measure everything in joules. Electron volts. I'm missing the particle texture. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Somebody took the tech... Half of the mod is missing. I don't know what's going on. A liter of butter. It all comes back to bramble plinths. True, yeah. A bramble plinth is actually close to a stone. If you're curious. Not the English stone. A different stone. Then my statement, use a scale. That I agree with. Yeah, use a scale for when you're cooking. It's also easier. Because like if you're trying to measure a liquid with volume, you pour the liquid into the thing, you have to wait for it to settle. At least with a scale, you just pour it in and it's like, oh, there we go. I need a cup of water. Oh, it was 240 grams, 8 ounces, whatever. Could have been referencing textures that have been replaced by animation and sound overhauls. I don't know. I don't think I have anything like that. I cook by instinct. That probably works in home kitchens. But if you're trying to like sell a product, you want it to be consistent. That's probably one of the bigger benefits of just like industrial products. It's not that the quality is good, and it's not even that it's necessarily cheap. It's that it's consistent, so you always know what you're getting. Typically, at least that's the expectation. You know, the bread you buy today and the bread you buy a month from now is likely going to be similar. Although I swear, saltine crackers are never the same. Every package of saltine crackers, every sleeve inside a box of saltine crackers tastes different. It's so weird. Am I crazy? Might be a load order issue. Yeah, I don't know. We did play with the load order, but it didn't seem to help. It's the varying levels of stale. It's not even that they're stale. Some of them are like more... Like this one tastes more like an oyster cracker. This one tastes more like a Ritz. Or something. Like it's just weird. These ones are kind of burnt. These ones aren't. They have potion thrower at the end. The salt falling to the bottom, I think. It's so strange. So strange how different they are, though. Ritz always tastes the same. Unless you accidentally buy the unsalted ones. Then you're eating them, you're like, oh, these taste like they don't have any salt. Then you look at the box like, oh, I got the unsalted ones. Great. Never been a big fan of Ritz. Am I wrong? Yeah, you just don't like them. Main goal in all the kitchens I've worked in, consistency was the ultimate goal. Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want it to be like, they make the best cookies sometimes. Rather be like, they make good cookies all the time. I don't know what that did. Maybe it's my shaders. I really like oyster crackers, though. I like mini saltines. I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but I like eating the oyster crackers one at a time and biting them so they kind of crack in half lengthwise. And then I have two little hexagons and I eat them. What does the console say? Any missing texture file in their mornings? I don't know. Maybe the mod page says something. Maybe I'm not the only one who's had this issue. Sound effects should be from the vanilla game. Oh, I wonder... Oh, I think... Did we just run into an interesting coincidence? Hold on. Do you remember not too long ago when we were trying to get rid of the enchanting sound effect. It might have been one of those. Maybe just coincidentally happened to be the one that I deleted. Question is, what was it? Ooh. Magic. Ilu fail. Let's delete that. Turn this back to... Whoops, where'd it go? Here it is. Okay, rename that. Because I didn't delete the old one, I just renamed it. I was thinking. God, stop going Gandalf. I already finished that video. Gandalf is dead. I didn't do anything. Waterfall Mist DDS? Is that it? It doesn't show up again. It doesn't even say there's a missing texture. Strange. Damn. Did I install impact effects correctly? Is that a Did not realize that's what I needed. Well, no, wait. It's not a requirement. Oh, it's not listed as one? Of course. There we go. Well, at least the texture is not all weird now. There's still no sound. The sound reset button in the mod menu. What, in the script? For potion thrower? Ah. It's good. That's a great idea. Do that. Are there other mods that I didn't install? Oh, quick lob. You press C to quickly lob a potion. Interesting. Oh well, at least we fixed the texture. I should probably heal before I do this. Oop, a guy. I whiffed. I mean, the spell effect makes a sound, at the very least. Oh, don't... You broke my bottle in front of me. I should probably use the poison potions for enemies that aren't immune to poison. Because at least the poison, what does it do? A total of 70... 126 damage? The sound effects are vanilla, but a lot of people are having trouble getting them to work correctly. Literally throwing Everclear at people. I can throw Sujama at them. Or I so inclined. Seems counterproductive. Well, it drains their intelligence. So then a wizard can't cast at me.
Die, Vexer!
You think high strength would be necessary to throw potions? Nah. Damn it. Dadgummit. What's nice about the drain fatigue is it makes them less accurate and less evasive. I wonder what the splash range is. How close do I have to throw it? We just hit. That was a lot of dice rolls. Or that was a lot of coin flips we failed. Because it has to actually hit their bounding box. Yeah, but I wonder how big the splash zone is for the potion. For it to count as hitting their box. Just hit the bastard. Friggin' bastards. I think there were AoE potions in the game. I don't think there are. Be cool though. Throw healing potions to become a Pokemon trainer? We could do that. Damn it. Do I have the strongest potions? I believe I do. How fast can I throw these potions? Oh, I thought I could do like a throw. The bottle itself has to hit. Yeah, that makes sense. Playing RuneScape music? Yes. Yes, indeed. It's a little weird with when you open like a loot window or something, your arms just sort of shoot up. Do you get different models for different levels of potions? I don't think so. This was this was this mod author's first mod, and they did it for the May Modathon, so you know, maybe there'll be additions in the future. Favorite Pokemon? I like Eevee. It's a pretty basic answer, but I'm basic. My god, I keep leveling up. Try to throw a quality potion. Oh, that's what you mean? If the... Oh yeah, it does look different. I didn't realize that's what you meant. I guess it makes sense. It just takes the world model of the potion and just puts it in your hand. They show that you pray at 6,000 shrines. It just drains your personality, that's all it does. Instead of cure blight, it gives blight. Yeah. Basic, mine is Mareep. Nothing more basic. I don't know. Gen 2... If a Gen 2 Pokemon is your favorite Pokemon, you're in the weeds. Nobody likes Gen 2. Just piss off so many people. The overlap of Gen 2 enjoyers and Morrowind enjoyers is probably close to a circle. My problem with Gen 2 is that all the Gen 2 Pokemon are bad. Like, they're just not good Pokemon. Or, you don't encounter them until you go back to Kanto. Why are all these Johto Pokemon in Kanto? Like, what? Like, you can't get Slugma until you go to Cycling Road, I think? I don't know anything about Pokemon. I've never played a Pokemon's game. Gen 3 was probably the generation I put the most time into as a kid. But I think now Gen 4 is my
Welcome,
favorite
Wooden
gen.
Star. I have prepared a place for you.
Thank you, Circus Policeman. 11 months. I think Gen 4 is my favorite gen just because, or at least now it is, because I don't like, I like the physical special split. I always found it odd that, you know, every single ghost move was physical. There were no special ghost moves. Every single grass move was special. And I like how Gen 4 changed it, so it wasn't like that. Every time I equip equip the potions again, it throws one. It made Gyarados really fucking good. And Gyarados was pretty good to begin with. It just didn't have any good stab. Until Gen 4. Waterfall, baby. One thing that I do miss, though, because I was just thinking about, like, with each generation, at first, they started adding new mechanics that remained forward. So, like, Gen 2, they added held items. Gen 3, they added abilities. Gen 4, they did the physical special split. But then, all the gimmicks they started adding, they would just get rid of in the next one, which is kind of a bummer. Like in the earlier gens, they would iterate on the formula. Now they don't iterate. They just do a new thing, then move on. We hit the thing. Thank you. These maniacs.
And I will end your pain.
We're gonna die. My favorite Pokemon was Cloyster. I won a Mew at an event with mine. Was Gen 4 Ruby Sapphire? No, Gen 4 was Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl. Or Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Yeah. Platinum. Gen 3 was Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Gen 2 was Gold, Silver, Crystal. Gen 1 was Red, Blue, Green, Yellow. I have great news. Thanks to a generous donation of Game Pass, I can finally play Oblivion Remastered. Ooh, fun. Which gen is Platinum? Platinum is Gen 4. Fire Red and Leaf Green 1.5. No, the remakes... So that's Gen 3. Fire Red and Leaf Green is a Gen 3 remake of a Gen 1 game. Favorite Pokemon game is Crystal, but I accept it's not the best. Yeah, the older gens just have that. They have that old gamer jank. That old world jank. I'll have to see you stream Pokemon sometime. I was thinking of doing the Kaizo Ironmon challenge thing today, but then I decided not to. We might do it tomorrow. I was a bit disappointed with Blazing Diamond and Burning Diamond, BDSP, because first of all they were faithful remakes, which isn't a good thing. Because Diamond and Pearl had serious problems, like, you know, a bunch of the Pokemon not being in the game. Like, there's like 2 fire Pokemon. Brilliant Diamond. Not Blazing Saddles and Pearlescent Silver. It's also a shame, because I was expecting them, like they do with all the other remakes, to remake them in the current style. Right, so I was expecting to get a Diamond and Pearl remake in the Sword and Shield style, which we didn't get. Oh, god damn it! Because they did for all the other remakes. You know, the Ruby Sapphire remake was stylized like X and Y. The Johto remakes were stylized like Platinum. But yeah, BDSP was a real letdown. Crazy Diamond and Star Platinum. Yeah, there we go. Blazing Saddles and Star Platinum. Jesus Christ. I'm surprised how quickly we're going through potions. What Pokemon anime did I grow up watching? The original. The OG. The OG Pokemon. These are starting to sound like runs of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, Star Platinum, Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles could be the name. It probably is. The name of one of the stands. Maybe in the Steel Ball run. That wouldn't surprise me. Remember when Ash died in the movie? Yeah, and then Pikachu cried. Ooh. I stopped watching the Pokemon anime when I... When was... I don't know when I stopped. I think I was like... I think I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I was like, oh, so this is a Yu-Gi-Oh! House now. And then I fell out of Pokemon before Platinum. And then I got back into it, like, shortly before the release of Sword and Shield. And went back and played some of the older ones. Except Black and White. Still haven't played Black and White. I'm missing out. Yeah, I've heard Black and White are pretty good. I do like how the music is very dynamic in the game. I do appreciate that. The only problem with Black and White... I think Black and White has some of my favorite and least favorite Pokemon designs in the entire series. I feel like there are none that are unremarkable. They're either awesome or awful. It's so... This is like a vocal tick at this point, but it's very feast or famine. Very feast or famine. That Gen 5? Yeah, like Cragonal. Super cool looking. Super cool. Vanillish? Not quite. Sigilif? Neat. Really, really neat design. Sock and Throw? Eh. Volcarona? Yep, Volcarona's awesome. The latest gen came out with complete mid. I thought a lot of the designs in Gen 9 were great. Yauskarada is awesome. Fight me. Alright, these aren't poisons. Clodsire. Yeah, Clodsire's Veli is very silly. It's a shame that some of the really cool designs aren't good. Like Clodsire. It's kind of weak. Which ultimately doesn't really matter in a casual playthrough. You could solo any Pokemon game with any Pokemon. Damn it, how far back are we? Shit. Skeledirge is beautiful. Skeledirge is cool. Golden Go is a little... It reminds me too much of the cinnamon... What's that? That cinnamon stick thing from the Apple Jacks commercials. The problem with Blitzel is that there are no good physical electric moves. I think the only good one is the one that deals damage back to you. Is it Volt Tackle? Which gen had Berserker? That is Gen 8, Sword and Shield. Volt Tackle is only accessible to Pikachu. So what's the one I'm thinking of? Wild Charge? There's a physical electric move that's like it's like Takedown. We need to return to town. This wasn't the town I wanted to come to. There we go.
What's this about?
Need healing potions. Potions, so. What do you think about the fairy typing Pokemon? I like it. It fits.
What's this about?
And it made poison a bit better. I don't know why. I kind of like that. I like poison as I like the vibe. Hey, they made dragon types have no effect against them. Well, dragon needed a nerf. This is strength and health. Who sold this stuff for poisons? Is that... It was the Caldera dude.
Ah, Outlander, did you want something? You want something?
Might have gone overboard with his stocks. If they ever had another type, what would it be? I like the idea of a sound type. That's what I've heard thrown around a bit. A lot of normal types would probably get it. Get reclassified. Now go get the Scathe Craw and the Ectoplasm for an Omni Poison. Yeah, I guess. How many of these can we carry? Not very many. See, that's the problem, is the carry weight. What would sound strengths and weaknesses be? No idea. I'm not going to sell this guy anything. He scares me. He scares me. He scares me.
Good day. Let's do business.
Do you have any fortify strength potion ingredient stuff? Ashriams. Ashriams. Ash Ketchum. Coincidence? Yes. I think it'll be weak to steel. That makes sense. They probably make the weak. They probably decide the weaknesses based on what they wanted to nerf.
I'm listening.
Go ahead.
The sound type evolution is just a husky. Huskies are so loud. You know, I like huskies from a distance, or like, you know, from like I wouldn't want one. You know, but it's like, oh, I like them for about 15 minutes. You know, it's about the time that you'll be able to interact with one, but not have to live with one. Huskies have a lot of important things to say. Well, they think it's important. Wear too much black to want a husky. You know, oh, right. I have a cat. I know all about fur getting all everywhere. It's so strange, because you can have an all-white cat and you'll still get black fur all over your white clothes, and you can have an all-black cat and you'll still get white fur all over your black clothes. It's ridiculous.
Can you ask your question quickly? I must.
Well, I'm not really a dog person anyway, so I probably wouldn't want a dog regardless. Nothing against dogs. I've just spent my whole life around cats. So I'm just more... I can read them better. I can't really read a dog too well. You know, I got that. I have a basic understanding of dogs, but like the smaller, like the body language of dogs, I'm not too in tune with. I'm certainly not as in tune with as I am with cats. There isn't too much to read with a dog. Well, I suppose, but still, I feel less comfortable around dogs than I do with cats, and that's just because I've spent so much time around cats. Dogs are a lot needier. Yeah. Yeah. Don't they require much more training? Like they're more childlike. Like you need to teach them how to be, as opposed to a cat just kind of knows. Like a dog will shit on itself and then just roll around in it because like, yay, I have agency. Meanwhile, a cat will try to bury stuff. Not saying that cats are better. I'm better with cats. Why do you take fall damage in Vivek City and open MW? What do you mean? I took fall damage because I fell. Wow, those potions are light. You don't take fall damage in Morrowind, in OG Morrowind, you don't take fall damage? You sure you just didn't have high acrobatics? The console version, it couldn't load the ground yet, so as you fell, it loaded the ground, so you weren't falling as high. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so it's the violet coperness that's very heavy. The violet coperness. Cadaver. My dislike of cats is primarily their willingness to go to the bathroom inappropriately on things to express their displeasure. I've never had that experience with a cat. The worst thing about cats is they just throw up. Like, that's just a thing they do. Or just the hairballs. It's kind of annoying. On Xbox, I jump all the way down on the first canton floor and take 0 fall damage. I don't know. He has 3 clean litter boxes. Sometimes a cat using the bathroom not in their litter box is usually a sign of other things like stress or frustration with a certain thing. But you know, or the cat's just weird. You know, just like people, all cats are different. They all have their own personalities. Some of them are just assholes, just like people. I guess... we'll come back for those, I guess. Oh, I have an idea. Most people have issues when they try to make a working breed into a house pet. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. I also, I don't know, when it comes to huskies, I feel like getting a husky if you don't live in like a super cold region is probably not the best idea. Like, I can't imagine having a husky in like Florida. If I wasn't allergic to cats, I'd have one. Just get one of those hairless cats. I can't get a hairless cat. That'd be weird. It's not the hair that has the allergens. Well, yeah, but if they don't have a lot of the fur, their saliva won't get all everywhere. A hairless cat would match you so well. That's why it'd be weird. I dislike when people don't give huskies the proper amount of space they need. Yeah. I kind of like Chihuahuas, but not those really like skinny, short-haired ones that are always shivering. I like the ones that kind of have the ones that are a little bit bigger and have a little bit longer hair. They're probably a mix with like a corgi or something. Sujama.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't like the Chihuahuas that are always shivering. It just makes me feel bad. Like, poor thing, so cold.
Keep moving.
Did huskies come up from my evolution comment? I believe so. The sound evolution is a husky. There we go. Drain strength, drain health, drain fatigue, and poison. We only have 300 of these potions, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Potions weigh a lot less than the actual mushrooms. What determines the weight of a potion? Is it the average of all the ingredients? Try to kill Orvis Dren. Asked my parents if we could get a hairless cat someday, and they reacted with the most sincere repulsion. They look, I don't know, they're just strange. I think part of it's because cats have such loose skin. Hesitant toward the small yappy dogs. Yeah, I don't know. There's that one YouTube short, or maybe it was a TikTok or something, where the woman was holding, I think it was a Pomeranian, and she was saying it's just I don't know why people get mad when we talk to our pets like they're babies, because if we don't, then they won't understand us, so we have to talk like this. And then the dog's just like, huh? It's really cute. Pomeranians are cute. I like labs. Labs are sweet. See, the frustrating thing is missing. Because I feel like I'm wasting all these potions, because I am. If I were to get another dog, it would be a dachshund. Dachshunds are cool. They're not cool, cute. Cool. They're kind of goofy. Goofy little guys. Although if I did ever get a dog, I'd probably just adopt some mutt. You know, less likely to have severe genetic issues. I would name him Schnitzel. Rada Rada. Still can't tell the difference between retrievers and labs. Yeah, I don't know either. I think they're very similar breeds. They're both very they're very sweet, very very lovey. I think maybe retrievers are a bit more present. Labrador retrievers. Wait. Is a lab a retriever? There's golden retrievers. Are labs? I don't know dogs. I'm not a dog guy. Just thinking like, oh, this dog looks happy. It's the same dog? Oh. Wait. Retrievers don't come in brown? Oh. So is a golden retriever is a Labrador? Or is there a golden retriever and a Labrador retriever? Oh, they are. Okay then. So there is no difference. And today we've learned. I like how there's all this specificity with dogs, but with cats, it's just like, what kind of cat is this? It's a cat. I know there are different types of... I know there are breeds of cat, but most people's cats are just like, it's a cat. I knew a guy whose cat had cats, and he gave me one. You know, it's just... I think part of it is because a lot of people get their cats through the distribution system. There's cat, and then there's orange cat. I think that's propaganda. Where's the Dren plantation? Oh, it's that way. I think it's propaganda. I think the whole orange cats are stupid thing is a psyop from the old days when people were like, "Oh, those cats aren't purebred. They're inferior. They're stupid. Those tabby cats, those cats that you find in the back alley, they're dumb. They don't know what they're doing. They're not perfect like our purebred, gross looking cat with the flat face that can't breathe." When really, orange cats aren't stupid. They're just cats. Cats are kind of stupid. Because nobody's going to have a purebred tabby cat. Or a purebred Garfield cat. Like, what does that mean? It's like, no, those orange cats, they're usually the cat equivalent of a mutt. So it's like, oh, that cat is so inferior. It's so stupid. It's not like my precious cat sleeping on velvet. Meanwhile, the cat's just, heh, heh, heh. Still with the hairballs, same thing. I like black cats. If I adopted a cat, I'd probably adopt a black cat. They don't get enough love. Also, do cats have hair or fur? I believe there is a I don't know if it's a scientific difference, but there is a difference between hair and fur. Fur grows to a certain length and falls out. Hair never stops growing. Like it'll just keep getting longer. Or it can keep getting longer. But yeah, I'd adopt a black cat and I'd name him, like, Sunshine. Or something. It's weird that this doesn't aggro them. I just hear a door unlock. What's the point of a... He's got a key, but you can't unlock shit with it. Homeless man wanders into rich guy's manor house, throws bottles of liquid at him until he dies. Ah. Good job protecting your dude. You broke multiple bottles on him before he got angry. Yeah, for some reason the mod doesn't treat failed throws as aggression. It's not like a thrown weapon where even if you miss, they get mad at you. Oh, that's the door that opened. Weird. Oh, there's brother. Seems I'm paralyzed. Maybe they just thought you were really bad at juggling bottles. This jester we hired is terrible. I am unamused. Money. Yay, money. It's like 10,000 raw gold in this place. You're allowed to hit people with positive effects, so it probably waits until the effect is applied to determine if it's a crime. Ah. It's a little silly. I prefer my gold medium rare. Got a raw dog with gold. How many jesters have been executed for being unfunny? I don't know. Apparently jesters were given quite a wide berth with what they were allowed to say. They were able to mock the king. And some of them were able, basically it was like, we need the king to know something, but anyone who tells him is gonna probably get killed. So if we have the jester tell him, he'll be fine, because the jesters have that privilege of being like, they could be dicks. I wish we still had jesters. I mean, we kind of do. What am I? I'm kind of a clown. Maybe not in the same way, but the idea is similar. So look at me, look at me. Woo. I just need one of those hats. Wearing a jester hat in game. True. Oh my god, these potions are huge. My potions. That face. Yeah. I would still slay my jester if he crossed the line. But what's the line? I wouldn't say clowns since they're more suited to make everything else in the circus seem funnier. I like clowns. I feel like they get a bad rap. If you maybe blush in front of court, off with his head right there. But then everybody would know that you're a weak-willed king. You'd be known as Prisoner Bay, the Tepid. Can you throw skooma too? You can throw anything you want. You can throw any potions. You can throw Sujama. If you wish. S'il vous plaît. I don't even know if that's what that means. What if you huck it in the air? I think you can throw things at yourself. It'd be like drinking it. Wow, I got quite the arm. Maybe not. Oh, yep, it does work. Could be a quick way to train your marksmanship. Just get some really cheap potions and just throw them up. In German, we have a term, Narrenfreiheit, which means fool's liberty. Comes from the fact that, in theory, a jester was supposed to be able to say anything without fear of retribution. In theory. I can't equip my potions again. Okay, so if you throw a potion at yourself, it screws things up. Turn that off, maybe turn it back on. Maybe that'll work. Yep, that worked. Turn it off and on again. Throwing hand to hand, call me Sip Monk. Yeah, that works. I believe that was French for please. Yeah. I think s'il vous plaît feels like if you please, just because si, I know it's not spelled si, but si in Spanish can mean if. So I just think, oh yeah, s'il vous plaît. It was like vous means you, so if you please. I don't know why. That just that's how my neurons link up, even though it's totally wrong. See you around, Radifix. The whole idea of gestures was to keep rulers humble. Similarly, during a Roman triumph, there'd be a slave behind the triumphator on the chariot whispering, "Remember that you're human." Of course I'm humble. I have my slave tell me. I'm planning on making this a YouTube video. I might do a video on this mod itself, but this stream is unlikely to become a video. A medieval jester with a delivery of Stephen Wright. That'd be fun. I woke up and folded up my bed, but I almost broke my arms because it's not that kind of bed. Let's go to Arkington. I spilled spot remover on my dog and now he's gone. An Atronac. Oh, that's because we're level 8. Probably why it's here. Do NPCs respond to blindness in Morrowind? Well, if you blind an enemy, they become very inaccurate. I think they'll still try. They'll still try to fight you. Like, Pemini will try to attack you, even though she won't be able to. Oh, whoops. Throw antifreeze on a fire Atronac. Frost Atronac. Do you think the people of Tamriel believe, ooh, what if the poles of Tamriel aren't actually like polar ice caps, but they're, when you cross a certain latitude, you enter a part of Tamriel that's like overlapping with the Frost Atronac dimension. I feel there's room, like, because I don't know, I feel like seasons wouldn't work correctly on Tamriel just because of how first of all, Tamriel is the center of the universe, so, or Mundus, or Tamriel is, not Tamriel, Nirn is the center of Mundus. So how do seasons even work? I always thought the ice in Atmora was unnatural, given that it became uninhabitable so quickly. Is that the lore? That the Atmorans had to flee because it got too cold? Could be. Maybe it was Eastslip. Or whatever Eastslip was helping prevent. It was going to happen again. Would salt do anything to a Frost Atronac? I'm gonna say no, because their frostiness is probably not physical. Antarctica is just the Frost Atronach's dimension? Yeah. I recently installed the Dwemer Puzzle Box mod that randomizes its location. I couldn't find it when I was trying that out, so I uninstalled it. But man, I looked at some of the possible locations. That mod is mean. But like the puzzle box could be somewhere so like it'd be somewhere like that, like here, like in such like a non interesting location. Yeah, I was thinking it would randomize it to like a shelf or inside a box or something, but no, he just put it like, oh, we're just gonna put it right here. Some locations of the cube are outside the dungeon. Jeez. But yeah, the mod comes with a console command to tell you like the number, like it's like, oh, 170, and then you can look at the mod page and it'll tell you like 170 is here. Mine kept returning -1, so I think I installed, maybe the mod got installed wrong or something, I don't know. So I gave up. But here it is. Can't loot it though unless you get the quest, which is very strange. I feel like the mod could be fixed to be very playable. Be interesting if they could like leave hints in the dungeon. Little notes you could find. Do shock Atronacs exist in other games? Storm Atronacs, yeah. Is there a Storm Atronac in Daggerfall? I don't know about that. I do know in Daggerfall they do differentiate between Frost Daedra and Frost Atronacs. They are different things. Every time you open the inventory, you drink a little bit of the potion.
It'll be your blood here, not mine.
There are flesh and metal atronachs. Yeah. They're cool.
Soon you will be reduced to dust.
It is weird. Most quests in Morrowind, or most items in Morrowind, aren't limited by quests. Like, they'll exist and you can get them regardless of what quest you're on. Except for a couple. The drummer puzzle box is one. You can't loot it beforehand. But you can loot the skull of the Andrano skull freely whenever you want. So there's an inconsistency there. And also there's the Spellbreaker shield, which doesn't even spawn until you get the quest. I think those are like the only 2 items in the game that are affected by a quest. Like, well, I mean, there's probably others that I just don't know about. But significant items that you can't get without a quest. Because so much of Morrowind is just, hey, if you know where it is, you can go get it. It doesn't matter. But not those ones. Threw it over his shoulder. I'm back. What did I miss? We beat the game. And Dagother is now our follower. I can't show you him, though, because he's always behind me. So if I turn around, you can't see him. He's very fast. Very fast. Uh-oh. Professor, lava, hot. Like in PT, how the monster's always behind you? Yeah. New challenge idea, pickpocket Vivek. He doesn't have pockets. Sorry, I yawned after you said that. Made it seem like I was like, oh, what a boring suggestion. That was just coincidence. Vivek's prison pocket, his prison wallet. He probably has an actual mallet space, since he's a god. And just store stuff behind his back. It would be cool if they had him wearing it, wearing Wraithguard when you show up, and then he gives it to you and takes it off. He's literally me. Only potions and what quest you doing? We're just sort of wondering. This is more of a testing the waters for this mod. And then I might make a video on it at a later date. Can you beat Morrowind with only potions? Pickpocketing Vivek is the only way to do a 100% non-lethal win. Can you actually pickpocket Wraithguard from him?
No one can match me.
Ow! See how far away you can get hit from? It depends on the enemy's weapon. Spears have a longer range than, say, a dagger. I don't know, I never tried, that's why it's a challenge. Yeah, but I don't want to build up for a video and then not have a video, you know. We could test it, just do some console commands, see what happens. A Nord from House Bottleborn. Pakistan. Morrowind with no fatigue. So like I have 0 out of 100 fatigue or whatever at all times. And then, you know, all the comments will be like, how is this different from a normal video? And then I should do another one. It's like, can you beat Morrowind without losing any fatigue? How much restore fatigue would you need to never lose any fatigue? Probably 10 per second. So you never have to worry about it. It'd just be weapon attacks that would drain fatigue. Although I guess if you use spells.
Welcome, Moon and Star. I have prepared a place for you.
Thank you, Kawaii Rob. 3 months. Can you throw recall potions at people? You can, but it doesn't do anything. Unfortunately. You seem to. I like the idea that you throw the potion at them, and they're just so baffled that they stop in place. Did you just throw a bottle at me? Good success with CE Restore Fatigue 12. But I wonder, the thing is you wouldn't, if you do any weapon attacks, you would use fatigue. So you would lose fatigue. It would just be restored really quick, so you'd have to use, like, magic. Oh my god. Very yawny. That's what happens when I'm up late trying to get a video done for Friday. Gonna be Morrowind by playing normally. The problem is I've played it so much I don't think I can play it normally. Like I know all the strats. Although I feel like the no magic run is pretty close to normally, except for the berserk jump. That's a little meta. It's a little bit of metagaming there. As sacrilegious as that might sound. But like all the Mages Guild quests, like go get a book. The Thieves Guild, go talk to a guy and then get some stuff from this house. Oh, great, you got the thing. Now go back to that house and get another thing. The Fighters Guild's like, oh, go be corrupt. Like, there's no real story behind a lot of them. I think the Imperial Cults quests are kind of interesting because they sort of... Twitch is being some broken garbage. Yeah, I feel like there's a huge delay right now. Or maybe not. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is taking a long time. It's like a 30-second delay. Twitch is being some broken garbage. Yeah, I feel like there's a huge delay right now. Huh. Yeah, it was like a 30-second delay. And now I'm muted. Hmm. It's causing my audio to randomly vanish. Strange. Oh, I got him! Sniped. Maybe this is a short stream day then, if Twitch is being goofy. Hmm. I wonder what the VOD is gonna be like. I wonder if when I download the VOD, if it's gonna be super janked. Yeah, now I'm getting... Yeah, the delay is much longer than 30 seconds. That's terrible. Yeah, so I think we're... Yeah, Twitch is being bad. I think we're gonna end the stream early. If Twitch is being this stubborn. If it's my issue, then I need to end it. If it's not my issue, then I need to end it. Like, I don't even know what you guys are responding to. Being bad. It was a lovely stream. Yeah. So thanks for joining me, everybody. This was fun at first, and then it became a mess. I might make a video on this sometime in the future. But thanks for joining me. Tomorrow we might do a variety thing. Might do the Kaizo Ironmon. I don't know. That's probably going to be brutal. But we'll see what happens.